Hey everyone, ready for a deep dive into something that might seem a little old school, but is actually connected to, well, pretty much everything.
You got it.
We're talking about the transistor radio.
Yeah, those things.
You might be thinking, what's so special about a little radio? But trust me, this tiny gadget sparked a revolution that led to the internet we use today.
It's crazy how something so seemingly simple could have such a massive impact.
So, before we get to pocket-sized tunes, can you paint a picture for us of what radios were like before transistors came along?
Imagine this.
Okay.
Big, bulky radios.
Like how big?
Like pieces of furniture.
Wow.
Expensive and power-hungry.
Not very portable, huh?
Not at all. They use vacuum tubes.
What are those?
These fragile glass bulbs, sometimes as big as your fist.
Really?
They needed a ton of energy to heat up.
So no taking your radio to the beach back then?
No beach tunes, unfortunately.
That's a bummer.
But then 1947 comes around.
Okay.
Bell Labs invents the transistor.
A total game changer.
It was.
So how did this tiny device change everything?
Well, the transistor replaced those bulky vacuum tubes.
Okay.
It was tiny, like a speck of silicon.
Wow.
But it could control the flow of electricity way more efficiently.
So that meant...
Smaller radios, less power, and way more durable.
Okay, so smaller, tougher, and more efficient. I get it.
And that led to the Regency TR1 in 1954.
The first commercial transistor radio.
The first one, yeah.
And suddenly, everyone could have music on the go.
Exactly. It was a cultural phenomenon.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. It was huge.
Like how big?
Think about it. This little device, the TR1, about the size of a deck of cards.
I can picture that.
People could take music anywhere.
Anywhere.
To the beach, on walks, to school. It was a huge leap in freedom and entertainment.
I could see why that would be a big deal. It's like the first iPod, right?
You could say that, but it wasn't just about music.
Right.
It changed how we consumed information.
Give me an example.
Think about the Cold War. Information was power.
I can see that.
Suddenly, people behind the Iron Curtain.
So, in Soviet-controlled countries.
Yes. They could tune into radio broadcasts from the West.
Bypassing state-controlled media.
That's exactly it.
That's incredible. So this little radio was like a secret weapon for spreading information and connecting people across borders.
Precisely. And it's this idea of connection, of sharing information, that will ultimately lead us to the internet.
Wow. I can't wait to hear how that happens. But we'll have to dive into that fascinating part after. I guess we'll just keep going.
Sounds good to me. You know, it's not just about receiving information.
Yeah.
The transistor radio, it was like a stepping stone to the tech that lets us create and share information.
Globally.
Globally. Again.
Okay, you're going to have to explain that.
Yeah.
How did we get from a pocket radio to the entire internet?
Remember how the transistor, it replaced those vacuum tubes?
Right.
That miniaturization, that was key.
How so?
It led to the development of integrated circuits.
Which are?
Basically tiny chips containing tons of transistors.
Like how many?
Thousands, even millions.
Millions of transistors.
All on one tiny chip.
Wow.
So more transistors packed into smaller spaces.
Gotcha. And what did that lead to?
Everything.
Everything.
Well, pretty much.
Okay.
These integrated circuits, they became the brains of computers, making them so much faster and more powerful, but smaller and cheaper too.
Oh, wow.
The computers that used to take up whole rooms, now they fit on a desk.
So hold on.
Yeah.
Are you saying that this computer I'm using to record this
Right.
and the smartphones in everyone's pockets
all
rely on the same tech as that little transistor radio?
It's all connected.
Wow.
And then it doesn't stop there.
What else?
Think about cloud computing, AI, even the Internet of Things.
All built on transistors.
It's all built on a foundation of transistors.
That's billions of them.
Billions working together in complex ways.
That we just take for granted.
Totally.
It's just mind-blowing.
It is.
This tiny invention from the 40s.
Right.
It's still so fundamental to our digital world.
It really is.
What's crazy is it's still evolving.
Oh, yeah.
So what's happening with transistors now?
Like cutting-edge stuff?
Yeah, like the really cool stuff.
Well, researchers are pushing the limits of miniaturization.
Making them even smaller.
Exactly, creating transistors on an atomic scale.
On an atomic scale?
Wow. This could lead to even faster,
more
powerful and energy-efficient devices.
Like what?
Imagine smartphones that last weeks on a single charge.
That would be amazing.
Or computers that can solve problems that are just impossible right now.
Okay, now you're getting me excited about the future.
I know, it's pretty cool.
So the transistor, This seemingly simple invention, it sparked this chain reaction of innovation.
It did.
That's still shaping the world today.
Absolutely.
That's incredible.
And it highlights something really important.
What's that?
Innovation.
Okay.
It often happens in unexpected places.
I see.
What seems small today
Right.
could be huge tomorrow.
That's a great point.
It is.
And it makes me wonder,
Yeah.
what inventions are happening right now that might be laying the groundwork for the future?
Oh, that's interesting.
What's the next transistor?
That is the question, isn't it?
It is.
It could be nanotech, biotech, quantum computing.
There's so many possibilities.
The possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
But one thing's for sure.
What's that?
The spirit of innovation, that drive to create and explore,
Yeah.
that's what pushes us forward.
I love that. You know what's funny?
What's that?
Thinking about the transistor radio.
Yeah.
Such a simple thing.
Right.
But it had such a huge impact
It really did.
on the world.
It's wild, right?
It is.
Like, it really shows you
What?
how innovation works.
Also.
Sometimes
Wow.
the most groundbreaking stuff,
Yeah.
it starts small.
You're right. It's a good reminder
Yeah.
to stay curious.
No, absolutely.
And to never dismiss an idea as too small
right.
or insignificant. Who knows
Exactly.
what kind of ripple effects it could have?
You just never know.
And it also highlights the importance
Okay.
of understanding history.
I see.
Like looking back at how technologies like the transistor evolved,
Right.
it helps us appreciate
What?
how everything's
Like
connected.
everything is connected,
Yeah.
the world, and maybe even predict where we're going next.
I like that.
Yeah.
This deep dive.
That has been
an incredible
a journey.
from those bulky radios
Oh, yeah.
to the sleek devices we have today.
The stuff we rely on.
Yeah.
It's amazing how far we've come.
It really is.
And to think it all started with that one tiny component.
I know, right?
Most people don't even know what it is.
That's so true.
But it's there.
The legacy of the transistor radio
Lives on.
in every smartphone,
every computer.
every digital thing we use.
It really does.
It's really a testament to human ingenuity.
And the power of innovation.
And you know,
that.
it reminds us
Yeah.
that progress is built on the work of those who came before us.
I like that.
It's an invitation
It is.
to join the conversation,
Right.
to contribute our own ideas,
Absolutely.
and to shape the future.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is.
It is.
Well, thanks for joining us
It's been a pleasure.
on this deep dive
It has been.
into the fascinating world
Yeah.
of the transistor radio.
And its lasting impact.
We hope
Oh,
it sparked some curiosity
yes.
and maybe even inspired you
Yeah.
to explore those small inventions
You never know what's out there.
that could be shaping the world right now.
It's true.
Until next time,
Until then,
keep learning
keep wondering.
and keep diving deep.
See you next time.